Hey everyone. Just thinking about the current state of music journalism, music commentary. Let's rewind back to an older video we did on this channel where we went over a list that Complex compiled of all of these voices in current day hip-hop journalism and commentary, many of whom included in this list, according to Complex, kind of represented the future for this cottage industry. And some of their calls were like right on the money. I mean, they had me on the list. But there were some inclusions that people didn't really agree with for a variety of reasons. Guys like Adam22, you know, for all the controversy that's surrounded him over the past couple of years. He wasn't the only YouTuber, podcaster, interviewer included in the list. There were some old media legends as well, dudes like Sway. But then also some newer, younger voices were in the mix too. Guys like popular streamer Cenat, who for sure through his music reactions as well as guest artists that he's had on his stream has quite a bit of impact on current day music tastes. And while maybe that's not something an older music fan wants to hear who, might favor somebody more like Sway, it is true that Cenat and people who are sort of, in that field of streaming and TikTok are making a lot of waves in the current day music commentary scene, which is fine and conceptually a good thing for newer and younger voices and points of view to rise up and have their own say in what is good and what is not. Whether it's happening on YouTube or TikTok or Twitch or a podcast, doesn't really matter. The issue is, a lot of these people aren't doing a good job and are sometimes finding themselves in awkward situations as they try to fly close to the music stardom sun. Case in point, going back to Cenat, where Kai could be seen reacting to the Grammys, specifically the album of the year for the hip hop category, where he can be seen freaking out not only because he's disappointed that somebody like Travis Scott didn't walk away with the award there, but he seems even angrier that he doesn't know who Killer Mike is.
I don't know who this is, okay? Hey, brother, God bless you. Congratulations. I don't know who you are. Positivity you, positivity out the window. Who decided this motherfucker? Who the fuck decided this motherfucker? Her loss? Utopia? Metro Bowman?
And seems to think his lack of knowledge on the man somehow gives him authority. Like, because I don't know who you are, you must just not deserve the award. I don't know if you should be wearing your ignorance towards something as like a badge of honor. So yeah, kind of sad, kind of disappointing, but even more disappointing is one Adin Ross, who's had a couple of odd interactions as of late with chart climbing rappers such as 21 Savage, who Adin has been having on his stream repeatedly, pretty much as a means of making himself seem cooler, more valid, more interesting than he actually is. Because once you actually get to know Adin, you see how much of a dirtbag he actually is. Open transphobe on Twitter, Andrew Tate coattails rider and seat sniffer, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But his recent interactions with 21 Savage have stirred up quite a bit of drama, especially this latest one where 21 Savage seemingly tries to scam him off of a bet on some cards.
Look at the little scratches on the... I don't think you would do that, bro. Yeah. Nah, they're scratched, bro.
You tripping? I don't see what you talking about.
Nah, yeah. See that mark right there? I'm not tripping, bro.
Who the fuck brought them cards?
Which is just kind of sad and unfortunate at the end of the day for both parties. And this is regardless of whether or not this whole thing was like planned beforehand or not. Because ultimately you have one guy who is supposed to be this world famous, super successful rapper who now seemingly comes off like a total jerk who will backstab you and lie to your face and try to cheat you out of money. And then also in addition to that, desperate for money. I mean, like I know the amount that he allegedly scammed Adin out of is a fairly large number. But like, shouldn't you be rolling in so much dough at this point, having been on so many hits and made some pretty huge records yourself, that you don't need to steal money from this random streaming idiot to be financially solvent? So yeah, again, whether or not this is fake or real, 21 Savage comes off looking like a jerk. Then there's Adin, who honestly seems sad and desperate in this situation, given that he's doing everything and just bending over backwards desperately for 21 Savage's validation and time, because Adin has no way of being cool and interesting on his own. So he has to use his money and his audience in order to pull dudes like 21 in. And then on top of all of that, he doesn't even have enough respect for you to not lie to your face and, I don't know, try to steal from you. Which, like, why are you seeking a man's attention and validation who would do that to you anyway? Now, this whole thing with Adin chasing the Clout Dragon and getting burned is developing into a bit of a pattern, as he recently tried to have Playboi Carti on his stream, flying out to a location where they could meet, offering him lots and lots of money, millions allegedly. And I'm guessing whatever agreement they had was not contractual, because apparently Carti just appeared on stream in the dark with Adin, wearing a mask, looking weird, looking goofy, being pretty silent and awkward.
So how was the Grammys? We got 500,000 people watching. They're waiting here for 2 hours. This is the camera right here. Mm. They're waiting for you for 2 hours, bro. They love you so much, bro, and they feel amazing you're here now.
I love you.
It's amazing that he's here. Chat, look, if you guys got questions for him, we don't got him for too long. You let me know. You playing games and shit, video games? No? Oh, man.
And left shortly after arriving, cash in hand, which has left Adin feeling bamboozled, lied to, and cheated. But play stupid games, win stupid prizes, as Carti is historically a pretty elusive figure, and while he does present like a very raw art style and aesthetic, it's very controlled in terms of how he presents it and himself. He's also pretty methodical about where and when he chooses to do media appearances, maybe because he doesn't want to get caught in a weird situation where he's made to answer for some of the terrible allegations that have come out about him in the last couple of years. Either way, the dude is a rapper who is there because you offered him money. He's not your friend. He's not going to pop up on stream and like be your bro and be your homie and like hang out with you. People are spending time with you either because you're paying them or they see that they're going to be able to hopefully monetize whatever exposure they get off of you by appearing with you on stream. That is it. There have been funny further developments since this situation, like Adin claiming that there's going to be another stream at some point, but I don't believe that's happened, at least not at the time of me shooting this video. 21 Savage called him upset because apparently he has not been getting the monetary offers from Adin that Playboi Carti did. Adin even boasted on social media that he has other rappers coming through and, offering themselves to come up on stream too at some point. Yeah, maybe because they think they'll get paid and can just kind of hit a lick off you.
I probably talked to every single rapper in the industry today. 95% of them. 95%. It's not cap. You're gonna see when I do streams with people. You're gonna see. Be like, what the fuck?
You know he's just saying it and bringing it up because it makes him look cool, makes him look connected, makes him look relevant. When in reality, when these interactions and streams and crossovers happen, these artists come into your space and they just treat you like their annoying little brother. Plus, Adin's interest in these artists has little to nothing to do with their music. Case in point, when there was a recent Drake leak on the internet, which I'm not going to get into. Adin, of course, hopped on stream happily to talk about this topic, send Drake a message about it, which is desperate enough. But this, I guess, created a bit of a rift in what is this community? What the hell is this? I guess what I'm trying to get to is Adin commentating on Drake in this way caused Adam22, who was also mentioned in that complex list I brought up earlier, caused him to tweet this. There's nothing sadder than publicly admitting that you feel left out of a conversation around a man's genitals. Oh man, how come you didn't think about me when it came time to talk about that meat? You copied what I said about Drake's meat. This is so sad. This is so weird. Again, if any of these people had their heads on straight, we would instead, I don't know, be having a conversation with Drake about how he feels about his legacy in hip hop and in popular music in general, especially given that the dude's over a decade into his career at this point. We would be having conversations and discourse to get a greater understanding of like, what the hell is up with Playboi Carti? What is his style? What are his influences? Why is he going in the direction that he is artistically? We would also be asking him those tough questions too and getting more context on some of the accusations against him. We would be, I don't know, trying to get a greater understanding of what's making 21 Savage tick with his new LP and why he named it the title that he did, his project with Donald Glover. But instead, all we're doing is just generating content that makes everyone look like a shithead. The hosts, the artists, even the audience, honestly. Look, I get the conceptual draw to this kind of content because there's no shortage of boring, stupid, calculated interviews and promo interactions with various artists online that are primped and sterile and planned out, and you could sniff that shit from a mile away. And with there being an overabundance of that kind of media promo out there, people want something different. However, we're still not really getting that much insight into who the artist is at the end of the day through this kind of content. And two, it's not like this kind of stuff isn't also orchestrated in its own way, as streamers like Adin Ross and Cenat have reached a point of self-awareness where they understand their careers are built on that weird, awkward, viral, embarrassing moment that gets clipped and shared across social media. So when they embark on these kinds of interviews and interactions, they're hoping for that. They're wanting that. If they just had a regular conversation with dude that was just like chill and normal and insightful and real, then you wouldn't have that stupid Instagram or TikTok clip after the fact. Let me know what you think about these disappointing times in the comments. Do you love them? Hate them? What do you think I should be disappointed about next? Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano. Music forever.